Okay, so whenever you are ready, what we're going to do first of all is let's just feel into our bodies. I've been sitting all day. I could quite do with quite a nice big breath and a stretch. So if you're in a place where you're comfortable to do it, just interlace your fingers, push the palms away from you and then stretch all the way up and then release all the way down. Let's do a couple of rolls of the shoulders, just release some of that tension in the shoulders. So inhale the shoulders up. Exhale, roll them back and down. And again, inhale, shoulders up, and then exhale to roll back and down. I don't know why I find that so satisfying. I just think it's just that the tension builds up during the day. But now it's completely up to you. If you feel like you want to close your eyes, please feel free to do that. If you would prefer to just allow the eyelids to be a little bit softer and look down, find a single point of focus, you can do that also. So whatever is the most comfortable situation for you, just taking a moment now to either have eyes closed or look down. And take some time to settle here. Sometimes it can be a bit of a challenge during the workday. Some of you might have had a completely easy breezy day. So I don't want to assume what kind of a day you've had, but it's always really good to take a pause, notice how you're feeling. So check in with what your mood's like today. Maybe what are your energy levels like and whether you're feeling a little bit low energy or high energy. We're not giving it any judgment. We're simply checking in with ourselves. And noticing what the activity in the mind is like. So again, don't worry if it's really busy or you're super chilled. You're just checking in, taking note of how you're starting this session. And then let's take 3 big breaths together. Big inhale in through the nose into the belly. Drawing further breath into the chest. Exhale all the way out. And again, big inhale in through the nose into the belly, into the chest. And then exhale all the way out. One more time, big inhale in through the nose into the belly, into the chest. Exhale all the way out. And just allow yourself to return to your natural breathing pattern. It can take a few rounds of breath just to find your everyday rhythm. So allow your time to just pay attention to breathing naturally and what's comfortable for you. I'm going to bring some attention just to the parts of the body that have contact with whatever is holding it. So if you're sitting in a chair like me and your feet are touching the ground, then just noticing what that feels like. If you're sitting on the ground, noticing the point of contact that the body has with the ground, just bringing your awareness to how the body is being supported. Bring some attention to the backs of the thighs, the sit bones where your bum is sitting, just noticing those points of contact with whatever is supporting it. And then maybe if you're leaning against something, notice the sensation or the support against your lower back or mid back, upper back, if you are being supported. Noticing where the hands are resting. Maybe they're resting on top of the thighs. Maybe you've got one hand on top of the other. And wherever they're resting, noticing the points of contact and maybe the heat that is generated from the hands, or maybe the hands are cold. So noticing those sensations, both the tactile sensations and also this sensation of temperature against the skin. Maybe bring some attention to the more subtle things that you can feel against the skin. So it might be the texture of the fabric against the clothes that you're wearing against your skin. So on your arms, maybe on your legs. And then tuning into the body physically. Is there anywhere that you're holding on to that maybe you hadn't noticed? Is it possible to allow the shoulders just to soften down the back? Maybe release the jaw. Are those small muscles around the eyes doing a bit too much work when they don't have to? Is it possible just to bring some softness to the face in between the eyebrows? Maybe the forehead. All those tiny little muscles where you might not have even noticed you were holding on to. Just inviting a sense of softness through the whole face. And then possibly noticing where in the body you're breathing into. So when you breathe, what area of the body moves? Is it a little bit higher up in the chest? Is it in the belly? Connecting the breath and the body. So noticing where in the body is moving when you inhale and exhale. And if you're comfortable doing this, I'm going to invite you to place both hands on the belly. And just see if you can invite your breath to be a little bit lower. So breathing into the belly. It doesn't have to be forced. You're just gently inviting the breath to journey down into the belly so that you can feel the hands rise and fall with each inhale and exhale. And then the hands come to rest wherever is comfortable for you. And just staying with the breath, maybe it's helpful for you to use a counting mechanism. So for each inhale, you go 1, then exhale 2, inhale 3, exhale 4, and keep on doing this until you get up to 10. And then once you've got to 10, just start again from 1. And if you lose the count, no worries. Just start again at 1. So I'll give you a little bit of silence for the next 90 seconds whilst you're just there with your own breath, leading yourself. And then just letting that count go. As we begin to get ready to bring the practice to a close, let's take 3 big breaths together. Big inhale in through the nose into the belly, into the chest. Exhale all the way out. And again, big inhale in through the nose into the belly, into the chest. Exhale all the way out. One more time, big inhale in through the nose into the belly, into the chest. Exhaling all the way out. Return to your natural breathing pattern, taking all the time that you need to find that natural rhythm. And just as we started, we're going to end by checking in with ourselves, noticing how you're feeling, what your energy levels are like, what your mood is like, what the activity in your mind is like. And no judgment. So maybe the activity in your mind is exactly the same as when we first started, and that's fine. You're just checking in, noticing, and observing with no judgment. And then whenever you're ready, in your own time, if your eyes were closed, opening them up. Now, if you were looking down, looking back up at the screen,